Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Palms are bringing you Legends again. And today we're going to talk about the waifus on the Valentine's banner and whether or not you should summon for them. So when you're watching this video, I hope you will still have a little bit of time to make that decision on the 999 Z-Power banner, because even the new Extreme Mai has 999 Z-Power. So we're just going to jump straight in and just check them out, see if they're worth it. And as you can see, so Mai is a support type, just like her sparking counterpart, and she has pretty good blast attack for an extreme. Health is alright. Everything else is okay, it's kind of solid, except maybe her strike attack, which is lacking a bit. But for a support type, it's fine. I actually haven't looked into all of those cards, so I'm gonna be, looks like average key restore and yeah, critical. Not sure if that's actually a good value because I never really look at it. So her main ability draws a special arts card next. Restores ki by 50, so you can actually use it right away, which is cool when you're mid combo. And especially that means that her main ability is actually better than Caulifla's sparking main ability, because she restores ki and I think also adds strike attack. And Mai actually adds 20% to allies inflicted damage. After only 10 counts, she restores 50 ki, so you can use that special arts card in a combo straight away. And what this special arts card does is shortening the ally substitution count by 5 when it hits, which is crazy because we're gonna see Bulma later. She also has a mechanic that basically messes with the substitution count, but we're gonna get to that later. So that's actually pretty good. She has two unique abilities, 20% to allies inflicted damage when she is switched out, and 20% to ally strike damage when she enters the battlefield. Okay, so I'm never sure, does allies mean also her own? I'm guessing so, because otherwise this would be pretty useless unless you switch her out straight away. But I guess 20% for herself, 20% when she is switched. And if you switch her within, let's say, 5 counts, then you have 10 counts where you have 40% strike up for everybody else, which is really, really good. Flashbang shortens ally sub count by 5 as well, and inflicts flash. Wow, that's pretty insane. I mean, it's not as crazy as her sparking counterparts, where she downgrades the card draw level as well, but wow, this is really good, especially for an extreme. They're really upping their game here, huh? Yeah, she holds a strike and a blast card, which makes sense for a support type. And she gives female warriors blast attack. And at 5 stars, she also gives it to future category cards. So you can also run her in, I don't know, like with Gohan and all that kind of stuff, So for an extreme, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. She's really good. But keep in mind, as an extreme, she will be in all future banners. So if she's the only one that you want, don't pull on this banner. So let's move on to Videl. Alright, so she is a melee type. She still has 50k blast attack, which is obviously not up to par with the blast units like Bojack and so on, but still decent enough. She has high enough def and 58k at level 2000, 58k strike attack, which is really good. She has, so Mai had key restore 21, 24. She has a higher key restore, so that's pretty good. That's also higher critical level, but you would expect that from a sparking over an extreme, at least the ones that came out at the same time. So let's have a look at her main ability. Unyielding Righteousness adds 35% to strike damage for 20 counts, minus 5 to strike arts cost for 15 counts. She restores her own health by 30% as well, so that's a hell of a lot of utility that you're getting there. After only 10 timer counts. So her main is really strong. And 35% damage, especially if you just subbed out the Extreme Mai. After less than 15 counts means you have a 75% strike stack. And your strike arts cost is lower, so if you have a bit less ki, no problem. Uniques. Girl Talk. When she enters the battlefield, plus 30% strike if a female warrior other than this is a battle member. Additional 20 if health is below 50%. Holy shit. So let's calculate that with the above stuff. So you have 30% to strike because you're going to play her in a female warrior team, obviously. Let's say she is above 50%. You use her main, that makes 65%. And if you just swapped out Mai for another 40% if it was quick enough, you do the math. It's 105% increase, so that's basically twice the power she has. So that would give her an attack power of 115k. If she's below 50% health, an additional 125%. That's just crazy. And if she is the last one, well then she won't. Well, she enters the battlefield if she's the last one and the previous character just has been defeated. 50% to strike and another 20% against Gohan. Just kick him in the balls. Holy crap. Wow. Alright, special is Eagle Kick, so I'm assuming, yeah, as you can see here, this is a melee super attack, so beware and use it in a combo rather than, you know, against blast cards or another super. She gets another 10% to strike damage and another 15% if she is below 50% health. If you use her green card, she gets another 20% strike and another 15 for, you know, being below 50% health. So basically if you have her below 50% and you use any of that stuff, any, you know, main ability, actually no, not main ability restores health, but if you use like a green card, if you use even a blue card, or you just swap her in and she is below 50%, she is insanely strong. You just need to land a combo and you'll probably just one hit kill your opponent, like one combo your opponent. That's insane. So she gives at, we're not going to look at 1 star, at 2 star because, you know, 9.99 better. 20% to female strike defense and 22% at 5 star to strike and blast defense. So it's, you know, with the lackluster thing, seeing that she's already so strong that giving strike attack would probably just break it. But you can use, I don't know, like Pan for example has strike attack for females, and I think also Caulifla has it, so that should be fine. And I have to say she is insane. So I don't know, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to summon for her, because she's insane. Alright, let's move on to Chichi. Chichi, I heard some stuff about her already, so she's actually a card that is probably going to stay relevant forever. Maybe power cut, but still relevant forever. So let's have a look at her stats. So look, she's a bit more balanced. She has a tad less strike attack, but she has way more blast attack. So she's 56k, even though she's a melee type, so probably her kit will be more strike focused. Enough health and power, so compare it to Videl, you know, health a little bit less, power just a tiny bit more, but still okay. And she has she actually has slightly less defensive values. But yeah, it's pretty balanced, I would say. Even better key restore, slightly higher critical, which is, you know, not that much, but it's okay. Her main ability is kind of like a mix between just whatever, you know, like the Goku, for example, the red OG Goku that just draws the arts card next, plus Kami Piccolo, but a bit shorter. So she nullifies unfavorable element factors for 15 timer counts, giving you neutral typing against purple cards, pink. Right. So her unique ability, Charged Key Wave. When she enters the battlefield, 50 key up. And if another female warrior is a battle member, 30% to key recovery, 20% to blast damage. Okay, so her key isn't that strike focused apparently. And the craziest thing is she deals 80% against Sun Family, and that is why she will always stay relevant, because there will always be new Gokus coming out, new Gohans coming out. At some point Goten, and potentially even Grandpa Gohan. So all of those will just be so weak against Chichi, especially if you pair it with, you know, if she blast damages after just being swapped in, 20%, that's 100% stack. Plus, Dragon Attack. If she hits you, 10% damage received. So, you know, it stacks and just gets up really, really high. Cut it out, her green card, 15% strike inflicted, inflicts forced switching on hit. If enemy is Sun Family, +5 to substitution count. So if you play against, I don't know, say Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is obviously favorable typing against her, and you just hit him with a green card, he is out for 15 counts. And Chichi gets stronger, so that's pretty crazy. I wonder if it's after combo ends or if it's straight away on hit and you can continue your combo with it. But I think that might actually be too strong. But I don't have her, so I can't try it out right now. And her ultimate, 20% chance to inflict feint, deals major blast slice damage. Okay, so she's a melee type, but she has 1 blast and 1 strike card. Okay. And please let her give a strike attack at 5-star. Yes, okay. So you're gonna want her at 5-star and probably throw in 25. I would have thought 23% at 7, but well, we're not talking about 7. So at 5-star, she's really, really beastly. At 3-star or 4-star, she just gives strike defense, which is kind of eh. It helps because strike is the meta, and it lets you tank more, but you don't deal that much damage. Alright, and last but not least, we have Bulma Youth. She is a support type again, she's blue. She has very low strike, as you can see, it's almost 10k less than Videl. High blast attack, her defense stats are okay, I guess. Let's just compare. No, they're decent. So they're on level with Chichi. She has a little bit less health again. But you can see her strike attack is lacking here. Even more Q restore, even more critical, so I guess I opened them in ascending order for that. So let's have a look at her kit. Her main ability is draw an ultimate card and restores ally health by 10%, so like these cards heal a lot. Female warrior health by an additional 10%, so if you pair that with Sparking Green Mai, that's crazy, you know, you just heal. Like Bulma heals with her main, not Chichi, Videl heals with her main, 30%, and Mai heals everybody with her main. So, yep, that's crazy. It's almost on par with, you know, the Immortals, where you play Mai, Zamasu, and Future Gohan, who all heal in some way. Yeah, so after 25 counts only. Right. And so 20% if you play her in a female team. Her unique ability, she has a sub count of 8 instead of 10. And 50% damage inflicted by allied female warrior attack when she is switched out. So, you know, they basically just all boost each other. So if you basically switch a lot, this shit stacks. So her special card is Rocket Launcher, which does nothing. Except, you know, it's apparently seen as a beam super, so you can also do it over strike supers. So for example, over Videl super, you would just win with that. Her green card is ignoring ally substitution count and immediately switching characters, plus 15% to allies inflicted damage and 1 Dragon Ball. So, you know, you need to switch her out, you have a green card, you just need to land it, and you get a Dragon Ball. That's pretty cool. Except I have very strong opinions on Rising Rush. I really hate it with a passion, especially that the fact that you can use it more than once in PvP is just cancer. But it's a in-game mechanic, so I can be triggered, but in the end you didn't cheat, right? I just hate you. Okay, and ultimate special deals major impact, manage, cancel, damage, cancels enemy attribute upgrades and buffs. So anything that is, you know, plus 20 attack, unique abilities, just out the window. Bye. The little drawback is the ultimate special you can only use once a fight. So maybe be wary of when you're going to use that, but that means you would also have to know by heart every special, every buff of your opponents to use it on the right one at the right time. And she has 2 blast cards, which is not that surprising, seeing as, you know, she has so much higher blast attack. So yeah, with her green, it's really good. So in general, I would recommend you try and summon on this banner for a bit. If you're FTP, maybe don't go balls deep. You can still do dailies for 2 weeks on the other banner. And if you're a whale, you're gonna whale anyways. So those cards are really good, and it seems that, you know, this is gonna be the new meta for a while. And Chichi is going to be relevant forever. Because, yeah, as I said, there was always going to be new Gokus, new Gohans, and eventually also new Gotens probably and stuff. So all the Sun family, you're in for a ride. So that's gonna be fun on PvP. If you've played this team on PvP or you played against them, let me know. I'd be interested in your experience, because I haven't tried it so far. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, leave a like, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye everybody.